Hey there, what's shakin' bacons? The name is Rabbit, and welcome to episode 149 of our bonus exploration of the post-game content for Jade Cocoon 2. In our last episode, we finished making our way through the last islands that we had kind of seen together, but we, cut in and out as we were looking at cutscenes and fighting. Let's see, I think it was an Og Beast Hunter. Yes, because he ended up giving us a Deathluck egg, which we've seen before, so not too much to write home about with that. But we did eventually make it to the final island, so island number 7, which is where the boss is housed, and we ended our last episode right as we saw the cutscene with his entrance. So we're ready to tackle him. This is where we're at. This is what I've got. Not sure what to expect, but we're just gonna go full on out and pray that he doesn't spam too much garbage, which he probably will. Let's just be real. So I was talking to you guys a bit at the end of our last episode, just as a nice way to segue into this one and allow me to speak a bit more about my plans for what will constitute us truly being done with all of this post-game stuff and all of this bonus stuff. So I shared, I think at multiple points, but I really just kind of want to drive it home again that I'm definitely going to get through all of the bonus forests. So once we've wrapped up Fire Heat, we'll only have the level 6 forests for the Fire and Wind forest, and then we'll have 5 and 6 for Water and Earth. I'm going to take a few months off after we're done with this episode and kind of just concluding everything that we've looked at for this recording session. That will bring us to about 12 episodes, I think, if I'm counting correctly in my mind, that I've sat down and recorded for you all. So I think that's like a pretty good chunk to hold us all over for a little bit. But I just don't want to spend too much time since this is all... I knew this was going to be coming, but I'm going to try to hold back the rage. But anyway, I don't want this to be the focus since this is incredibly just lighthearted exploration of extra stuff. So I don't want it to consume too much of my time, and I don't want it to consume too much of what's going live on the channel. Are you really going to put this side to sleep, you douchebag? If we could get him to sleep, that would be fabulous. Please. It feels like it's very rare that I'm able to get status effects off. Which, is all good. I get it. I'm going to try, if I can. I don't really need the steel wall. You know what? I guess we can do this and then go to the fireside. I want to give Conwell a bit of time so that he can get the mana he needs to bring back Prissy Pants. Oh, he did go to sleep, but then we attacked him. So, not the best, but it's all good. So yes, to conclude what I was sharing with you all, I think that once we have exhausted looking at all of the random forests and the islands within them, I might spend like an episode or two going through a few of the arena fights, but we're not going to go into this area where I'm trying to collect all of the little figurines or doing all this other random stuff. I don't really think that makes a lot of sense for what we're aiming to do here. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Hopefully you guys are okay with that. I feel like this is above and beyond what most people probably do in Jade Cocoon 2. Or at least I think in terms of there being a let's play or playthrough. I've been trying to show you guys as much as possible because for me, this was, after a certain point, pretty much a blind experience. I knew a lot of the characters and I had played through a certain point in the game, but I had never actually finished it. So fighting Levant and seeing all that stuff with Lilith was completely blind for me, and then all of this post-game stuff obviously is blind since I had never beaten the game before. So I think it's cool in that sense for us to be looking at all of these things together, but I don't want to go overboard and then have this series be like 250 episodes of like random stuff that's not even that valuable anymore. And I would argue that even up until this point, the story's not really there. It hasn't been there for a while to support a lot of what we've been trying to go through, but I didn't want to just tap out because I thought, you know what, there are still new things for us to see. And the first Jade Cocoon did end so admittedly abruptly, and it just felt so incomplete that I wanted us to be as thorough as possible in navigating what was within this game. But I don't want to go overboard, if that makes sense. So hopefully you guys get it. I have a feeling this is like the second or third time I've shared that with you, but since this is hopefully going to be our last episode for this recording session, at least for, I'm guessing, I don't want to wait another 3 months like I did between the wind forest and now tackling the fire forest 5th section or area. But it might be at least a month, maybe 2, before we look at either the water or, I guess we could do earth. I guess it depends on what you guys really want. Are you wanting to see more of the Sweet Knights and learn more about who Mint is and how she joined? Or do you want to see what happened to Cure? I personally am more interested in what ends up going down with Cure than I am with dealing with the Sweet Knights. I guess for me, I feel like their subplot and their little mini story wasn't as, I don't know, it didn't feel as meaningful as some of the other ones that we've kind of been tasked with enduring, if we can just be blunt, because pretty much none of them have been that important. But I've at least enjoyed most of our interactions with Gil, and I've enjoyed most of our interactions with Cure. Nam was annoying for a while. I'm liking what we've been seeing of his personality and his character more in the post game. But I'd say if I had to rank it, Cure was probably my favorite side character, then with Gil being second, and then Nam was okay, but Wu didn't really stand out to me, so it's not like that really balanced out, in my mind anyway. Then the Sweet Knights were fine. I didn't really hate them, but there wasn't a lot there for me personally, so, you know, it is what it is. I know different people probably got different things out of all of the dialogue and character exchanges, but I think as we've entered this post game, I mean, it makes sense that there's not going to be a lot of weight to what's going on, which is fine. You know, the game brought so much to the table that Jade Cocoon 1 did not, that even if they sacrificed some things that I think they really could have done a better job on, I'm glad that this offers so much to do and so much to explore. So no one can say that you ran out of stuff to do, because I think you can go well into the 200, we could go well into 200 episodes and still have shit we technically haven't finished. But is it important to finish? No, absolutely not. But anyway, that was pretty fast. Let's see what we got. A hard cognet. We've got the key spore, hard cognet, and a flame rose. I think, do I have any Oggs? I don't have any Oggs in my team right now. So we can hold on to this. Usually following one of these big sections, or us concluding one of these big sections, I switch up my amulet a little bit anyway. I don't know if I really want to have an Ogg on my team, but you know what the hell? We've got the cognets. We'll just see. So we'll go ahead and wrap up this episode by looking in these final vines here. That actually wasn't too bad. I'm a little surprised because I thought there'd be more sudden death shit going down, but hey, you know, you can't complain when it works out in your favor. So we'll see. Is this going to be a hidden path? Oh, this takes us where we need to go. So we will come right back. First, let's see. A bitter mugwort. Don't really need it. At least not now. I guess it could have been nice to have found that earlier. But one of the things I was telling you guys earlier is you don't really know which of the ogre vines is going to be the one that is housing the boss. So you just kind of have to go through the motions and pray it works out okay and that you're not low on HP prior to running face to face with that asshole. But in this case, we were in good shape. And yeah, that feels like Fire Heat 7 was small. But hey, that's cool with me. So let's run on through just so that we've got it unlocked. We know that it is called Firestorm. We're just going to go ahead and immediately tap out of this area as we have always done. So let's go ahead and head straight back to the temple. We're going to sell our shit. And I guess what we can do is look and see what jobs have populated the board. And if there's something that looks compelling that would have us go to the Earth Forest first, then I think we can select that. However, if there's not really anything that matters one way or the other, then I'm personally leaning towards us going into the Water Forest next to see what's going on with Cure. I mean, we already saw the spoiler. We know she's human, but, you know, I think it'll still be, you know what, I'm just gonna, no, I'll keep it. It's fine. We'll get rid of these lovely gems. Get rid of the flame rose. Oops, I did not mean to get out of that. I'll get rid of some of these inciting books. I don't know if I need all of them. I have 3. We only probably need 2. Same for the steel walls. I think we'll keep 2 sharp books. Actually, those could be useful, but I will still only keep 2 because I'm still not entirely sure what lineup I'm going to have. I'm going to drop off this death look to get it out of my inventory. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Thanks, bro. Appreciate ya. Let's see. What all do I have in here? I still have lots of hide spores and so much random crap. I'm going to eventually run out of space. I believe I've shared with you guys that it's happened before. I don't know what the limit is. I've never thought to actually count, and that's not happening now. But do know, just as a reminder, that there is a cap in your storage unit, which I think is a little odd, but whatever. Hey, what's Nam doing here?
Hey, Nam, what's up? Going shopping today? Sorta. I wanted to check the rankings, and I got some merging to do. Is that so? Say hi to Woo for me.
Oh, okay. I guess there's not much to share. Do you have anything?
Lately I've gotten squat. Hey, heard any interesting stories, huh?
I guess why would you? We're in the post game. Okay, let's see. So, bug egg wanted. Lie bug egg? It's just for Yan. I don't think that's going to be worth our time. Let's see. Please give something to Nam and Firestorm. Not worth our time. We're not going into the level 6 forest. I want a storm song, blah, blah, blah. It's in Water Tour. Guys, this is perfect. We'll get 3 life extracts from this, which is pretty fucking good, honestly. I think, you know what? Let's just take the job because we're pretty much, or I was pretty much leaning towards the water area anyway, and this ends up pointing us in the direction I was wanting to go either way. So just to wrap it up with you guys in tow, I know this is going to be a bit of a shorter episode, but hey, I think that's fine because we've certainly had some longer ones. We've already discussed that we've got the level 6s of fire and wind that will be last, but between the water and earth level 5 areas, we're going to be tackling the water one when we next are ready to sit down and do another recording session for the post-game bonus stuff. So thank you very much for watching, friends. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen with my beast lineup. I may switch it up a bit. I may keep it as it is. I never know exactly what's going to happen until I kind of sit down, draw some things out, plan some things out, but I think in this case it'll be fine either way. I'm not expecting the water area to cause us too much trouble. So either way you slice it, we're pretty much done here. Thank you so much for joining me for these 12 episodes as we've been going through Fire Heat. I'm looking forward to us eventually coming back, maybe, like I said, in 2-ish months and tackling Water Tour together. So until then, take care of yourselves. Thanks again for watching. I am your host, Rabbit, and this is our bonus exploration of the post-game content for Jade Cocoon 2. Take care until it's time for level 5 of the Water Forest.